Sean O'Malley thinks Ilia Topuria's brother Aleksandre doesn't like him. He says Aleksandre refused to even look at him at the White House.
I made a couple short jokes, but it's like, what are you gonna do? He's made fun of me.
Short, like.
He's made fun of me. He said I got ugly tattoos. Like when the truth hurts, sometimes you suck it up. But his brother didn't look at me. I shook all of his team's hand, acknowledged, but his brother did not look at me. Wouldn't look at me at all. Doesn't like.
I saw him filming when you were hitting pads, though. I saw him filming when you were hitting pads. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw them filming me a few times when I was warming up.
I do think he was filming Ilia getting his hands wrapped, but he had you in it.
There's a couple times I went, ooh.
John Jones wished good luck to anyone trying to dethrone him as the MMA GOAT. People are speculating that this is John actually responding to Dana White, because prior to the White House card, Dana said that if Alex Pereira were to defeat Ciryl Gane, he would be the greatest MMA fighter of all time.
You got, Pereira possibly winning his third world title. If he wins the third world title that night, he jumps over John Jones and becomes the greatest of all time.
John Jones posted this on X. He wrote, "Thinking that you have the work ethic, the desire, the faith, and the focus to dethrone me as the GOAT of MMA. Good luck to you all." Arman Tsarukyan has responded to Israel Adesanya's comments this week. Izzy said that Arman needs to stop streaming so much and spend more time in the gym. Arman says it's better than drinking.
Yeah, I think
Gaethje should go watch the Max versus Conor fight.
See why do you think he should do that? I think. What about my boy Arman Tsarukyan? What about Arman Tsarukyan? We gotta give this man. He's
streaming. Look, I like Arman, bro. And look, he lives good. He eats a lot, which I like. I like that. He knows how to train. He knows what to do, but to be at the top of this game, you can't be hanging out with Sneeko and Neon on the regular. You got to be in the gym. I know this. You know this. You got to be at least as active as possible. So, Arman, I say he's popularity wise, his stock is shot up. He's doing the right thing.
Okay, Israel Adesanya says, if Arman Tsarukyan wants to stay at the top, he can't be around streamers regularly. To be at the top of this game, you can't be hanging out with Sneeko Neon on a regular basis. You gotta be in the gym, but at least as active as possible. But you've never streamed with Sneeko.
Who's Sneeko?
See? And you only streamed a couple times with Neon.
Yeah, but I jump in the stream.
Jumps in the stream. He can do whatever he wants.
But when I have a fight, I locked in. But when I don't have a fight, I know I don't have coming up fights, so I can chill and enjoy my life.
I think you're doing all the right things.
It's better than drinking, Adesanya. Better to stream than drink.
There you go.
The UFC White House event reached a total of 17 million viewers on Paramount+. The MVP MMA event on Netflix had the same viewership, but it's important to note that the 17 million figure for the White House event is only for the United States and Latin America. Total global viewership numbers will be announced by the UFC next week. Jake Paul posted this to his Instagram story after these numbers came out. He wrote, "First event versus 329th event. Where y'all at, UFC?" It looks like Carlos Prates' next fight is lined up.
Não, beleza, então me manda o contrato que eu já assino já. Demorou, valeu. Rapaziada, eu falei pra vocês que eu ia estar pronto, o telefone tocou. Hoje eu vou assinar um contrato e amanhã aqui no Instagram eu vou soltar novidade pra vocês. Fiquem ligados aí e vambora, tamo junto.
Alexander Volkanovski believes Arman Tsarukyan made a big mistake by not serving as the backup fighter for Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje. Volk thinks the decision could come back to bite him, as the UFC tends to favor fighters who are willing to step up when needed.
But you do have guys like your Armans who supposedly turned down being the backup.
Yeah.
Which, for me, I've always been the guy. I'm not going to let anyone take an opportunity away from me. So if I'm next in line, I'm not going to let someone be backup and then all of a sudden they're next in line. Like I literally did this for when Max fought Frankie Edgar. I was sort of next in line anyway. I just beat Aldo. I was next in line, but they were having the fight, and I'm like, I don't want someone else to go and be the backup, because what if they have to? Even if something does happen, so they have to fill in, they win, then there has to be a rematch, and I'm sitting here going, what am I doing? You know what I mean? I'm like, I can't let this happen. So I went over there and made sure I was going to be that guy. So Arman not doing that, I think, is going to hurt him. And the UFC, they like to favor, if you do them a favor, you be a company man, they will look after you. Like Lopez, look at him, he's looking at opportunities. That bloke's you said you've been to all the big events, 300. He was at all of them, right? So he's getting there like, we'll give him this, we'll give him that. Got 2 title fights in a row.
Right.
It's you do these things, you're exciting, and you're a company man. You don't say no. You're like, oh, yeah, sweet, I'll take this guy. No worries.
Right.
Like, they'll look after you. So he's probably should have been fighting, right?
Yeah. Micahel Bisping doubts that Ilia Topuria will ever be the same fighter again following the loss to Justin Gaethje.
He might never be the same fighter.
Really?
Because we don't know. He's undefeated. He got beaten badly, right? And I'm a fan of Ilia Topuria. Not only the way that he fights, the way that he carries himself. He's a really cool guy. He's a gentleman. There's no controversy. He's a cool guy. I think Josh Hokit rattled him a little bit at the press conference. He was a little bit off all week because of the stuff from Hokit, and he pushed Justin Gaethje. I think he felt, he let his emotions get in the way a little bit. However, when you lose a fight like that, you've been beaten. Like Prince Nazim Hamed, I mean, he was destroying everyone. Then he lost one fight, and he was never the same again, right? Yeah. Now you can be beaten. There's that doubt in there. Who knows? Maybe he comes back and he's a better version of himself. Yeah. But we don't know until that happens.
Justin Gaethje appeared on the Pat McAfee show yesterday and explained how he beat Ilia Topuria. According to Gaethje, it mostly came down to timing.
Yeah, one word describes it all, and it's timing. And the more you watch the sport, the more you can maybe grasp the concept of that. But creating angles, but sending direct lines of energy through in straight lines through their body and through their face. When you see my face and it's not messed up, you're like, oh, something's wrong with the skin. It's really not that. It's if you watch frame by frame when he's like, I am constantly dissipating the energy that he's trying to send in straight lines, and they're all coming off and glancing off of my body, and that is the timing that I have. I've said it, if you go back to my early interviews, my A to B is unmatched, and when I can lock in and be cerebral, then and I'm in danger, then my body does crazy things, and I'm able to be so technical and intuitive and cerebral with my actions and my emotions. It's happening so fast. We're like computers processing codes, and you're constantly making adjustments. And what really happened, I was able to reset his feet every 1 to 2 seconds. I was very diligent about it, and I fought a perfect fight. He was completely caught off guard. He was not expecting it. That obviously is another part of this whole game, is the expectations. I've said it many times. I don't go in with the expectations, so that way I can never be surprised. And that's just the way I compete. And he took the opposite approach, and I said it before on your show, when we go to 2, when we go to 3, you're going to be in hell. And that's where he was.
Adrien Yanez is set to face Cody Garbrandt at UFC 329. In an interview with Homa Fight, Yanez says he's looking at this fight as a chance to make a statement. Yanez has won just 1 out of his last 5 UFC fights, with another result being a majority draw against Ricky Simón this past March.
I would like Cody just because he was a former champ. He's like, again, he still has all the same attributes. He's just caught rough patch after rough patch. Yeah. That'd be a fun one. Again, I just want to keep having fun fights. I kind of want to keep building myself to get into a ranking position. So whoever, I just want to start getting active again.
Max Holloway posted footage of him sparring with Della Maddalena as he prepares to face Conor McGregor at UFC 329. Max versus Conor is set to go down in the welterweight division, and fans have once again pointed out that Max looks noticeably bigger than usual. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
The intent is to counter, right? Is to run this guy into one of our shots, run this guy into a phase 1.
Right now, with the goal being to just improve performance, recover from training, he's doing a lot of training. So as I said before, we're essentially training, refueling, eating, rehydrating.
Daniel Cormier had some words for Josh Hokit. DC says he did not like what Hokit said about Michelle Obama following his win over Derrick Lewis at the White House. Cormier also called Hokit's gimmick lame as f***.
Michelle Obama is a man! Am I right, America?
Josh Hokit made a comment in the octagon on Saturday night or Sunday night after he won his fight. It was completely uncalled for. Josh has been in my gym. Josh was in the fighter meetings last weekend, and he wasn't doing the whole character thing. He's just a normal dude. He's a good fighter, and he's a great athlete. But the comments that he made in the octagon just made no sense. It was unnecessary. It was unnecessary. He started his post-fight interview, and he was going to do one of those gimmicky things that, honestly, like, I think it's lame as f***. And then he stopped himself, and he did like an interview, and he was good. He could have left, and he could have made more fans than he walked in there with, because they would have gotten to see Josh Hokit. But instead, he goes and says the thing about Michelle Obama, who is as classy a person as you will ever meet, who has only represented herself, her family, in this country with grace and class. She's been a person that it should be hard to take shots at, and it was just an unnecessary shot on her. That's the type of statement that divides, when in reality, we as a country should be trying to come together. So I absolutely hated that. I absolutely hated that. He needs to do better. He needs to do better, because it looks like he's going to have a good career in the UFC, and he's going to have a ton of time to work his way towards a championship, or at least fight for it. I get the gimmicks, but from the presser, where Dana was up and down with his reactions, where at times it looked like he thought it was funny, at times he looked like he was disgusted, at times he looked like he wanted to tell him to just shut the f*** up, to that comment in the octagon, it's gross. You just don't need to do it. It benefited him none to do that. There was no gain in Josh Hokit doing that, and it was disgusting. So get it together, dude. You don't need to be as outlandish as you are. And again, I know Josh, and I have a relationship with him. But when you do stuff like that, it really is hard to support you and support what you're doing. And that's me being 100% true. So that was nasty. It was gross. It did not need to happen.
And that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's in reference to Michael Chandler's statement following his TKO loss to Mauricio Hufi, saying that the best is yet to come. It's from Sean White 168. It says, "Michael, buddy, it's over, my man. You had a great career. You achieved great things. It just doesn't last forever." The second one's from Magician Stallion. It says, "Gaethje's 17 fights in the UFC, 16 were against top 5. Crazy underrated." And the final one's from Gunnar Smith 8. It says, "Michael Chandler once wrote a 5,000-word essay when his teacher asked for a simple response." If you want to be featured in our next video, all you have to do is drop a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching.